Hello, my name is Brehm. Today's video I got another Warframe video for you guys. You guys know that NEHZA received a rework, so I'm gonna give you guys my tank build. So if you guys can see, I managed to get a 204,000 damage absorption for my warding halo. So this is the way it works. When you activate your warding halo, basically you got 3 full seconds for the enemy to do as much damage as possible to you. Now, depending on your power strength, the more damage you absorb, it will multiply that damage, it will convert it into, it will give you a number, and that's how much damage absorption you will have on your warding halo. So comparing the old warding halo to the new rework one is basically a better visual representation of what your actual warding halo health is looking like. So I have to say that I'm really enjoying this NEHZA rework, because basically with the 90% damage reduction that it does, so you guys know these enemies right here are level 300. I mean a 2-hour, basically a 2-hour survival, and these enemies are pretty much like doing massive amount of damage. So even though that it says 200,000 damage absorption, remember guys, it's only doing 90% damage reduction. The other 10% at level 300 enemies is quite a lot, I have to tell you. You guys will see at the end of the video. So now we speak about the other abilities. So Firewalker, the first ability for NEHZA, is basically they changed it to where now it doesn't consume energy over time. So I didn't use it all that much in this run that I did, so I won't talk about it all that much. So but I did use it. It's useful sometimes a little bit, but I didn't use it all that much. But it's still a great change for the rework. Now the second ability, which is basically like the most fun I had with NEHZA, this rework right here. So the blazing charmac, right? Or what is it? Chakram. Come on, noob, it's chakram. All right, got it. All right, so basically what it does is you get boosted damage. Whenever you got the enemies and you want to do more damage to them, you just throw the blazing chakram. I'm gonna have a very hard time saying that. Chakram. You throw it at them. Basically like a little boomerang or whatever it is that you throw at them. It basically boosts the damage done from your weapons and from your Warframe. So it's so powerful with this build that I have. Basically, I have about 400 power strength. I have growing power, and I also have energy conversion. So the most effective way that I found out of using the blazing chakram is basically using divine spear. You crowd control the enemies when there's a bunch of them. You get them in the spear, and then you throw the blazing chakram at them. It will basically ricochet off of them, and it will do the boosted damage to them. Another thing is with the rework, when you throw the blazing chakram at an enemy that is on a spear, it will actually spawn another blazing chakram. It will also find another target. So it's useful to use the abilities, use both abilities at the same time. So another thing is with this build, with this much power strength, there is really no room for efficiency mods. So basically you do not need them, because the blazing chakram basically it spawns health orb and also spawns energy orb. So it's making this rework pretty much very how you say, fun and effective. It works. Like I can't remember the last time I actually said, yo, I really had a lot of fun playing with NEHZA.
This is my NEHZA build right here, guys. Basically it consists of full power strength, 333 power strength. Now I have growing power for the aura, which gives me an extra 25% whenever you proc the status, and energy conversion, which gives me another 50% power strength whenever you pick up an energy orb. You're always picking up energy orbs on survival, and you're always proccing status on when you're doing this kind of thing. So you're gonna get 75% extra power strength 24/7 regardless. You always gonna get it. So it takes the power strength, it says 333, it will take it up to 408. So this is how I was able to get 200,000 damage absorption on my warding halo, because I have a lot of power strength. Now the range is not really necessary. You just keep it at default. The default only needed the range for the divine spears, and the default is at 19 meters, so this is perfect. Now you do not need efficiency, and you do not need duration, because simply all the abilities when you cast them cost very little. So just a simple prime flow will allow you to spam your abilities pretty good. Now for survivability, of course, I went with Arcane Grace, which gives me health over time. Now when you have the warding halo, you take 90% damage reduction, but you will take damage. So having Arcane Grace will counter whenever you're getting hit, even on the warding halo at that high level enemies at 300. Your health is gonna get hit multiple times, so you want to have Arcane Grace active, and you also want to have Arcane Guardian, which gives you an extra 600% armor increase. Now these two abilities are for survivability, and you have warding halo, which is very tanky. This is my NEHZA build. Now I will speak a little bit here on the other abilities. Now I did not use Firewalker all that much at all. I did use it, but I really didn't rely on it. I burnt a few enemies and stuff like that, but I didn't use it all that much. The two main abilities is basically obviously warding halo and the blazing chakram. This ability right here is so powerful, guys. Like the damage increase that it does, 333%, and boosted damage at 3,300. It goes off your power strength, so I'm doing like over 400% damage increase, but from all damage. Whenever I hit the enemy with the blazing chakram, I just throw it at them, and you could see in the video that it does massive amount of damage to them. Now that divine spear right here is basically a crowd control ability that I use in case the enemy were getting too close to me or I was getting shot. I gotta keep an eye on the warding halo, health damage absorption, so I just used it for crowd control. Now the weapon that I used was the Amprex. Basically 90% of the time I went with magnetic damage because I was going against Corpus. And magnetic damage, what it does is very good against the shield of the enemy. So that's why I went with magnetic. And this is my ribbon right here. It's a pretty decent ribbon. It's a very powerful weapon. Now the other weapon that I have, the Maradetron, I will show you the mods here, but this weapon I only used it like in the first 30 minutes or so. I didn't really use it at end game all that much. It was more like a fun weapon that I used at the beginning of the survival. So that is my Maradetron build if you guys want to check that out. Now the Sinister is basically like a must, so I went with magnetic with my Amprex, and I kept the viral and radiation on the Sinister. That's probably what some of you might be noticing, like, yo, no, why didn't you just go with viral for the Amprex? Because I'm already proccing viral with the Sinister and radiation, so I just wanted to have multiple damage types affecting the enemy. So it was pretty easy, and I'm glad I went with this decision. So there you go. That is all my weapons and my NEHZA build that I use on the run. Now I went with a Carrier Prime. It's a very tanky Sentinel. Of course, you need that vacuum mod and stuff like that. The Prime Regen and Sacrifice will revive you and stuff like that. But at that high level, I didn't use it, not even once, because at level 300, when you dealing with Corpus, the enemies basically like they were lasering that thing. That thing died pretty quickly, like around like enemy level like 250. They were kind of destroying my Sentinel. So, but either way, it did work pretty good at the before level 200s. So there you go, my Carrier Prime and the Sweeper, if you guys want to check that out. So that is my NEHZA build right here. So for the equipment, I went with 2 Magnus Elevate. This allows me to survive because basically you take 90% damage reduction, but you're taking massive amount of damage at that high level enemy, 300 level enemies. So you guys saw me use my operator multiple times. So what I was doing is basically going in and out of transference every time my health was running low. Even though I'm getting 90% damage reduction, I still needed to play around with other abilities. So this was helping me. The Magnus Elevate gives me 75% chance to restore 200 health, and I'm using 2 Magnus Elevate, so I basically get 400 health back every time I go out of transfer. 75% chance is very high, especially when you have 2 sets of them. So this is one of the main keys that I was able to survive that long, is because of these 2 Magnus Elevate sets right here. So I definitely recommend you guys try and get one of these, at least one or 2. And my focus school, of course, is going to be Sonoric, and the only ability that I was using the most was Energizing Dash right here. It basically gives me energy over time. So there you go, Sonoric for the win.
So the last thing I will talk about is my specters, just in case you guys wanted to try this out for yourself. I went with Siren for a specter. She was using her spores, of course, proccing the enemies with viral damage, which is very useful. Now I also had the Ancient Healer, which gives me 95% damage reductions, and at some areas, if you wander off too far away from him, he will not give you the benefit of the damage reduction, but he was working pretty good. And the last one, of course, is the corrupted bombard. For some reason, the corrupted bombard was actually doing some work because of the blazing chakram. So there you go. Those are my specters, and so now I will leave you guys with the rest of the gameplay. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video. If you do enjoy the video, drop me a like. If you're not around here, hit that subscribe button for more Warframe videos. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, subscribe, like, comment, and share, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.
Prepare for life support. Another life support capsule is now available. The relic has been cracked open. Mission to find out what's inside. this bounty. Hold out as long as you can. Life support activated. Keep fighting. More reactant. Ready for a capsule. I've delivered another life support capsule. That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside. should keep you going, Friend. The longer you fight, the more successful we will be.